Hi guys, my name is Nathan, and as we all know, we went through a media detox day in which we had no digital media at all. So, as a person who wakes up immediately to check his phone, as in goes on Snapchat to see how other people's lives are more interesting than mine, or going on Instagram to look at beautiful photos of my K-pop idols, or basically just go through beautiful landscapes on my feed that I want to emulate for my profile, it was definitely something I wasn't used to. I knew it was going to be really hard because I always love to micromanage my Instagram, as in creating another persona to make me look super artistic when in fact I'm probably not that artistic. But anyways, be sure to check it out here. Yeah, I know, it's kind of shameless advertising, but of course the more followers the better. But yeah, seeing it as it was going to be a difficult task for me, I decided to plan something the day before the digital detox. So I called up two of my friends or messaged them. I never call people because I hate phone calls. But yeah, so I messaged the two of them and they were both in my media course. One is Yanni, the other is Sophie. But I told them and I was like, hey, do you want to meet up for a hot pot or something? Because I haven't eaten good food in a while and I just want to go out to town and just spend a day where I can just have fun with friends. And he said yes, so I was delighted. Therefore, on the next day, we decided to go to our media seminars first thing in the morning and afterwards have lunch at the deli where we would probably hold a conversation for over like 3 to 4 hours. Because I remember actually last time we were just hanging around in the Alexandra Square and then we went to the deli and then we went back and in total it just magically took up 5 hours. I don't know how it happened and we had ice cream under the sun. It was a good day. But anyways, back to the topic. Afterwards, after we had conversations at the deli, we moved to the biology lab where we decided to talk about like our cultural differences and how we tend to learn languages in our different schools or at least in high school. And it was definitely an eye-opening experience because I learned where the different accents came from and also just the British culture in general. Like I got to know it a lot better because Sophie is a British citizen and we talked about our side of things, as in what experiences we had in Hong Kong and how we acquired the English language. It was a pretty good conversation. And at around 1 p.m., I believe, no, actually, no, it was 3 p.m., we decided to go to town to buy all our groceries for a hot pot. And it was awkward for Sophie to step in the Asian supermarket because she was always like, oh no, what if I go in and all the Asian people judge me for buying dumplings? But yeah, thankfully, no one judged her. So we bought all our stuff, fish balls, tofu, noodles, and afterwards we just headed off for Sophie's place, where we prepared the cabbages, we washed them, and also all the utensils. And so for the hot pot, we didn't have a pot of our own, so we decided to borrow one of Sophie's flatmates' slow cooker. And I would 10 out of 10 not recommend a slow cooker ever because we sat there for around 3 hours or 4 hours waiting for just the beef, and also the fish balls to just heat up. It was so weird. So we moved everything to Sophie's kitchen where we just cooked and just continued chatting about everything, every random thing. But it was great because a few of her flatmates came in and then we just shared jokes and we just talked about entertaining stuff in general, I guess. But there was one thing that was really awkward. I don't think I'm never gonna ever gonna forget this. It was basically a joke I made about the person who gave us the slow cooker. His name was Rob, and I was like, "Oh, ha ha ha! He robbed us of our time." It was a terrible pun, and I remember Sophie and Yanni just looking at me as if I was an alien, like, why did you do this? So after that, I've learned from this lesson that I shouldn't intentionally be funny, or else it would just be awkward. Either way, it was fun because I gained two lessons from this whole experience. First of all, it was the cultural differences between the British and the Cantonese. And the second would be that I am not intentionally funny, or I shouldn't be intentionally funny because it would just lead to disaster. Don't know why, but yeah, I'll swear I'll never do that again. But to sum everything up, I thought the detox was a good experience because I'm the type of person who always tends to reply Facebook messages really quickly. And to not do that for a day was actually quite liberating because although it is great to keep in contact with friends, it kind of limits you from doing productive work. So that was what I gained from this experience. And also, another thing would be, of course, Instagram, because every day I would post something, but to not actually be troubled about what filters to use and what time to post, it was really nice. It was just a nice change. So my goal after this project is to limit the amount of media I use, or at least not reply messages as quickly and actually be able to select what is important and what is not. And after that, hopefully I'll be able to lead a more productive and happier life without worries. Yay! So yeah, thanks for watching and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope to upload more into my own personal YouTube channel if I do have one. And hopefully I'll see you around. Bye!